Welcome to Angels Don't Lie with Jeannie Street. Jeannie is a God-based medium, owner of In Spirit Healing Studio, and new author of the book The Goddess You. Angels Don't Lie will be a show dedicated to healing and love, and we will be taking live questions. If you have a question you would like Jeannie to answer on the show, or if you would like to contact her, send your correspondence to jeannie@jeanniestreet.com or check out the website jeanniestreet.com. Now here's Jeannie Street.
I let the world on wake up. The trouble is I never went to sleep. I climbed the nightmares in the mountains in my dreams. Oh Lord, won't you get me back with me?
Hey there, and happy Tuesday. Welcome to Angels Don't Lie. I'm your host, Jeannie Street, and I am so happy to be here in the studio today on this glorious day. I mean, it's been just a beautiful spring day here on the East Coast. I don't know how the weather is where you are, but we have been very lucky to have a lovely weekend. You know, our Easter weekend was just amazing. Actually, it was hot out on Sunday for us, and so some people could eat outside at my house, and some people ended up coming in because they were sweating, which was kind of funny. Did you guys do anything, Casey, for Easter?
No, Kathy had to work, so
okay.
I did yard work.
Oh, well, so you did do something.
Yes.
Yeah. I hosted. I always like to host, which has kind of been the family routine in our family for a while, for many years. So I had 20 plus people for.
That's a big crowd.
It's always a big crowd. Yeah, we're a lot of people. I have 4 kids, 2 married, grandkids, and then, my parents, my brother, my sister, my brother and his kids. Yeah. So my sister just one of her daughters ended up coming. The other 2 couldn't come, and they have jobs and boyfriends now. So that's what happens. You get involved and
got to share.
We got to share. We got to share our kids even, with their in-laws, which is, we're good at sharing. We don't mind because they're
good.
Yeah, they're good kids, and we're very blessed. They have great families, and they get lots of love. So that's the most important thing.
Excellent.
Yeah. So we did a big egg hunt. I always do a big egg hunt, and watch the little kids, watch them all run out, and the big kids now, because Molly still does the egg hunt. She's 20.
I was going to say, it's kind of hard to get out of your system.
It really is. And so she actually had a discussion, a heated discussion with my husband about my nephew, because my brother said, well, Thomas won't be in the egg hunt this year. And so Brian was repeating this to Molly the other night, and she's like, well, what do you mean? Why is Thomas not doing it? Thomas is in high school. Thomas can do it. I'm going to do it. And then she's listing her 2 older cousins who were going to do it. And so they were going back and forth, and Brian was aggravated because she was pushing his buttons. And I was like, guys, stop fighting, And so that day when they came over, I was like, I walked right up to Thomas and I said, Aunt Jeannie says you're doing the egg hunt. So he was very happy with his long legs and and his even longer feet there. When you're in high school, everything grows. It's
exactly.
So much fun. So that was a great time. And then yesterday was, back to work. Friday night, I had a wonderful group reading at the studio, which was ended up being an intimate group, about 5 women, and they all were friends, which was nice. And then I had an extra girl who I knew, so she kind of come and help me and stuff. So this was a really nice group. So it was a lot of fun. And the theme overall, they were all connected about the empowerment of voice. And it also, we were talking about energy and using the senses to open up and understand what our feelings are and understand why we need to be empowered in different things. So I love that it kind of continued our theme last week over into that session. So
I want to mic you up one time for that. And
so a group reading?
Put a camera on you.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Scary.
Yeah.
I just bought a GoPro. I have no idea how to use it. I took it out of the box and I was like, this is like a little square thing. It's like this big. There's no buttons. I don't know
Just strap it to your forehead and go.
I'm not really sure I'll be able to figure it out. I'll have to watch a couple of videos on that. I don't really know what possessed me to buy it. Like, I just all of a sudden yesterday was, I need a GoPro. And I was like, I need a GoPro. So I went and bought one. I went to Walmart and then I took it out of the box. I'm like, why do I need this? I'm not really sure. So
it'll come to you.
The angels always say, here it is. So yeah. So anyways, got the GoPro. So tonight we're going to continue our talk on energy, and we're going to take it a little further. I'm going to explain what the chakras are, and we're going to kind of take it to a whole nother level. What are you holding back? What are you holding in? And in what chakra, and what does that mean? So if you want to grab your journal, pen, paper, this is a great time to do that. Also, if you would like to call in to connect with your loved ones, or you want to talk energy with me, the number here in the studio is 646, look at, I got that right, 891-5252. So I'm not using my dyslexia skills tonight. I kind of wrote it down a few times to get that straight.
I'm proud of you.
That's a big deal. I didn't put the number on Facebook. Did you notice that? I was like, just skip by it. So, yeah. Anyway, so give the shout out to my Angels Don't Lie group on Facebook, which is a really fun group. We've been having some great conversations, sharing some little video snippets with them and a little extra things. So, hello, my peeps. Hello, Marianne. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Renee. All of you commented. Samantha, say hello. Shout out. Ooh, ooh.
Now,
Casey.
what was the avenue to get into that group again? Send a request?
You'll have to send me a request. You can do that either on Facebook by requesting me, Jeannie Street, to be your friend and sending me a little inbox saying, please add me to the group. You can also email me at jeannie@jeanniestreet.com and just ask me to add you into that group. We just have to be friends, I believe, on Facebook. I think that's how it has to work. Yeah. I'm not good at the whole technical thing, but I'm working out the kinks. So I had to change the group settings because I had it as a closed group to make it a private group. So changing it now allows people to see that there is a group called Angels Don't Lie and then request to be in it.
That you got to be able to see it.
Yeah. So I'm catching up. This is kind of some new stuff for me. I mean, I've had Facebook groups, but for social media stuff drives me insane. So, anyway, so the sun is still out, which is, come on, glorious. Who doesn't love the sun out this late at night, 7 o'clock, and we can still see it's not dark?
Little natural light coming in the window.
I'm loving that. Yeah, it's making me really happy. So, today, we were at In Spirit yesterday, Carrie and I, who is, I call her my co-founder and queen of the art department over at In Spirit, and actually in my life, she's my BFF cousin. So Carrie and I were going over our event that we're having with Sue, who owns the business downstairs, which is part of Salt of the Earth. We're going to be having this event coming up May 13th, and it's called Soulful Saturday. And we have from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., we're going to have a lineup of speakers. And this is going to be an amazing venue of speakers. Paulo Fernandez is coming in from the Maldives, and he's going to be talking. I have to get his talk right, but I'm going to interview him tomorrow night. So I'm going to share that video once I interview him on Facebook. But I believe he's going to talk about the alkaline diet. And he is all about, healthy eating, healthy body. He's studied raw nutrition. He's got quite the background. So I'll interview him tomorrow night, and I'll share that with you guys. I'll share it with my Angels Don't Lie group as well. So he will be part of that Speak Up. We have a woman coming to speak on Lyme's disease, which is incredible. And some other speakers lined up. And I'll have that line up for you guys soon. And then the second half of the day is going to be dedicated to workshops and really getting to know some of the practitioners that we have upstairs and taking that a little further. So you can sign up for those at a separate cost. So the first part of the day is going to be a $30 ticket to see all of the speakers. And the second part will be tickets to, you'll buy your ticket for your workshop, and that'll be separate. And I'll have that all on the website. We're working on, making that look pretty and accessible and easy. Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's a Mother's Day weekend, so we want it to be like a retreat like setting. I'm going to kick off the weekend with a group reading Friday night. So that'll be May 12th if you want to come for an evening with Spirit. A lot of fun, those group readings. And then Saturday will be the all-day event. And we're looking to hopefully bring in a food vendor. So a couple ideas are flying out there. Sue has contacted somebody, and I have somebody's looking into this food vendor. Yeah, really cool. So
JB Radio.
we have a caller on.
Hold on, let me stop this.
Do you know who the
Dory.
Beautiful.
And here we go. Dory should be on the line.
Hello, Dory.
Hi, Jeannie. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I just wanted to call in. I was wondering if I could connect with my father-in-law who passed away a couple of months ago
Sure.
for a specific question.
Okay. Can you first give me his name?
His first name is Ken.
Thank you very much. And I brought Ken through before. Am I correct? Am I remembering this with the stars?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
He's showing. Yep. Okay. Beautiful. Yep. Starry
I
night.
hope it's okay that I'm calling you guys again.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And what is your question for him?
Okay, my question is really more for my daughter, Marissa.
Mm-hmm.
She had a very interesting experience this weekend pertaining to her musical career, and I'm just curious if he had any insight for us.
Career. Okay.
I know that's kind of open-ended, but just
Yep.
I'm kind of curious.
It's funny because as soon as you said his name, he immediately showed me like a starry sky. Again, I have that like shooting star kind of feeling, like the sky is so bright and the stars are twinkling. So that is my sign that she's in the stars, like she's going places. Does that make sense? Like yes.
Yes, it does.
Yes, and because it's so beautiful, and a shooting star moves so quickly, I feel like that's what's going to happen with her. He's saying like it all is going to fall into place and just move really quickly. Do you understand that?
Okay. I do.
Yes. He said like I feel
And,
like zero to hero, like boom. And is there a music video?
Yeah.
Is there a music video being done right now?
Yes, she's going to actually release something within the week.
Yeah, he's giving me the thumbs up, and he's saying like, this is like, it's like all meant to be. It's all within her why she's here. And her core value needs to stay really strong. He's saying to keep the faith and to keep her connection really clean, and also she needs to. He's saying clean and sober. So like that's really important for her as she grows.
Yes.
To keep that foundation really strong of her core values. Like I feel like she even needs to write that in a song, in a lyric, her core value of what she's doing and why she's doing it.
Very good. Does he have any insight about the person she was working with this weekend?
He says like steady as you go, like, and I kind of feel like there's a little caution. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
I feel like it's going to play itself out like I don't feel like you're supposed to burn bridges, but things are going to work out how they're supposed to. But I feel like she has to set her intent, and that's the step that she's in, of setting that clear intention of like the core values of what she's doing and where she's going, and that's how she's going to attract the right people. And then the other people will kind of fade off. There are going to be some lessons in there for her as well. Obviously, yes. I mean, that's what life is, right? Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. But her lessons will be easier if she sets that intention ahead of time.
Right. Basically be true to herself.
Yes, exactly. Her line I call that the line in the sand, it is, here it is, and this is how it has to be. And I don't cross that line for anybody else. And that's how she'll be able to make her decisions, and you'll be able to help guide her through that, because she's a teenager, correct? Is she like
yes.
Is she like 15?
No, she's 19.
Okay. Do you have a 15-year-old too? What's the 15? What's the 15 around you?
They met in 2015. The
Okay.
person she went and saw this weekend.
Okay.
That's the only thing I could think of.
That's interesting. So he's showing me the 15. And this just might be part of that path. Like, I don't feel like it's bad, but I don't know that I feel like it's like the path.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way, and that's why I wanted to call, because I wanted some validation if he was set.
If he what? We got cut off.
If he was sending me that message,
I
because
feel like
I kept feeling like that.
Yeah,
too.
I feel like I feel like that's where she's wavering a little bit because she doesn't have her core values set. Like, she doesn't have that clear intent. So, and
Okay.
he's showing me her writing that in a song and how important that will be for her, because she'll be reminded when she sings it. She'll be reminded it'll be part of her.
The core value.
Yeah, almost like tattooed on her, something that's really important. And it doesn't have to be like a little literal tattoo, but it's the kind of feeling that I'm getting for her.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Excellent. I'm just writing it down.
Yes. And you can always go to my website and get the replay of our show.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
So, because I can let her hear it, because she's actually flying home right now.
Okay.
Okay.
And she's playing guitar.
All right.
She's playing guitar, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
She plays more piano than guitar, but she does play guitar.
I know there's something about the guitar for her that's really magical too.
Yep.
That's what they're kind of showing me. Did she get a new guitar? He's all around the guitar.
Not recently, no.
He's all around that. Did he buy that for her? He's like all around the guitar.
He did not, but he did give her an instrument that was very near and dear to his heart from his family. It was a small, I want to say it's a ukulele. Maybe that's what he's thinking of.
Okay, interesting. Like, I just feel like
He gave that to her.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful.
Huh, okay.
Really nice.
Excellent. And she misses him so much. I hope he knows. Like,
yes.
She loved him so much.
Yep. And he's there with her. He's every step of the way. He's watching. He's the biggest fan. Yeah. Yep. He's
excellent.
He's definitely
They were very connected.
Yeah, he's definitely doing the guiding. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you,
Excellent.
Dory, for
All right, well, I
calling
could
in.
talk to you wonderful people for hours, but I'll let someone else have a turn.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much.
Okay.
Really appreciate it, and I'll let her know, and I'll have her listen to this too when she gets home.
Okay, sounds great. Talk to you soon.
Thanks so much.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, have a good night. Bye.
Very nice. So I got a nice email from the girl who I did the reading from last week in Michigan. She was really grateful again for the reading, and she said even after she got off the phone and like there was things she remembered, and
well, she was a little busy, like we could hear.
Yeah, at
like
work.
cars being made in the background or something going on.
But I always recommend to people that they either tape or write down, because there'll be things that come in that you're not really sure and connecting with, and it's not mine, so I don't understand what it will mean. And they'll be like, nope,
Right.
nope. And then later on, I'll get the message, and they're like, yes, I realized that the number 5 was this, and yeah. So that was really lovely. I love getting that confirmation back, and I love being able to help people,
Excellent.
get their pathway. Yeah. So, whew. Dory's got a lot going on. Her daughter is amazing. She's got great energy.
Yeah, we had her in here for an interview once. She is a great singer. We play her stuff on KBJB.
Yeah. Yep. I'm going to do a couple more shout outs. I'm going to shout out to Billy Moe, who's listening again.
Yay, Billy Moe.
Yeah. He's like my new fan. I love Billy. And he's so tall.
He's a big dude.
Billy, you are tall. Like, when I met him, I was like, wow. I was I felt really short. I mean, I am short, but I felt even shorter. So, how are you? And I think that KJ's friend that from Florida is listening too. Kathy, yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Kathy, how are you? Yep. And I'm sure that I'm sorry. I'm sure I got my peeps on there too. Heather and Colleen, They're my peeps. They always listen in. Hey, girls. We had a great meeting last night at In Spirit going over this details of our Soulful Saturday, which we're all excited about. All right, so let's get back over to talking about, the energy. And what I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about energy, part of understanding how you receive messages is that you first have to understand your senses. So we talked about this last week. We talked about doing a sense meditation and understanding your feelings, because when you start to use the Nancy Drew effect, where you become the detective of your feelings, you begin to understand what feelings are yours and maybe what you're holding in. So energy gets stuck in our bodies, right? And so those feelings will lead you to that story, or lead you to something that maybe you're holding on to and not paying attention to. It also can lead you to understand if it's outside of your body, if it's not within, and which is amazing medicine. So in my Facebook group, I talked about the energy in The Angels Don't Lie. We talked about energy in the chakras. And so I said, whatever questions you guys have, shoot them out. I want to be able to get to them live tonight. And Marianne asked, what the hell is a chakra? Hey, Marianne. So a chakra is an energy center. And we have several of these chakras in our bodies. They are our divine connection also to spirit. Also our connection to times of our life. So root chakra, which is the base of the spine, and that's the first chakra. That first chakra, located in the base of the spine, resonates to the color red and has to do with anger, jealousy, and actually also being connected to our life and really resonating and being comfortable in who we are. That's why that root chakra is also located in the feet. So that is an energy center. And in order to open that energy center, we have to spend a little time in meditation and journal, quiet time, where we begin to understand and listen to what the body's saying, feeling what that energy center feels like. Most people aren't connected. They aren't using their root chakra to ground themselves and be in this life and be confident. So they're not unwavering. They're actually wavering. So they go from thing to thing. You get spacey. You get judgmental. You kind of get held back. You really don't know where you're going. That tells me that the root chakra is blocked, closed, and needs to kind of open. So again, we would do that in a meditation where we would breathe in and invite energy, the breath, through the breath, to relax and open that chakra. So also in the group, Lisa Lent, who had asked me, what are my favorite techniques to clear and align the chakras? And I would have to say it would be that meditation, it would be that intention. The angels taught me long ago that when we set our intention, it is a very powerful tool. Prayer and intention, they're like our secret weapons. We have this power within, but we don't use it. So prayer and intention sets the scene and says, all right, I'm ready to move through this, and I'm ready to see and understand the feelings that are going to come up, and I'm willing to participate and take time to dissect that information, write it down, and then move past it with the 12 principles within the Goddess You. You know the 12 principles we've talked about, which are, quieting the mind, self-love. When the root chakra is in a flare-up or closed down, either way, whether it's really spicy, hot, red, and living in a lot of anger, or closed off and you're really disconnected and your back hurts and you just are out of sorts and you don't know which direction to go in, well, spending some time to meditate and open that root chakra and being prepared to own your shit, like pay attention and clear up your energy and take responsibility for the things that are going on in your life, the things that you're supposed to forgive, your lessons that are replaying time and time again that are right in front of your face. The root chakra can help you, can really open that up. That makes sense? Beautiful. We have a collar, and as you set that collar up, I'm just going to take my sweater off while you
Okay.
set up. Okay.
What's going on?
Joanna, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
Joanna. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I was starting to get my heat up, so I had to take my sweater off.
The energy's flowing.
Yep, when spirit flows, it gets hot.
I'm listening to the show, and then someone was sort of talking to me over the show, and I wasn't sure how that worked on the phone, but I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes. Yep.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Good.
Yay. So what is your, where are you calling from, Joanna?
I am in Glastonbury at home.
Nice. Okay. Right in Connecticut. And do you have a question that you'd like to ask?
Well, I'm always a little reluctant to ask any specific question. I know that you're very intuitive and in touch with, voice, not necessarily voices, but spirits. And if anything came through to you that just sort of called out to you that wanted to send any kind of message to me, I'm always open to it, but I'm always reluctant to ask a specific question because I'm kind of superstitious.
So how
I don't like...
Yes, so...
I want information. I just don't want to be trying to overturn rocks that I shouldn't be.
So is this your first time listening to the show?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that explains a lot. So I can explain how I work and how that will make sense to you and why I say, do you have a question? So my work, I say I'm God-based because everything I do is going to come from the divine. I don't do low vibration, so that means I don't do predictions. I only do what's in your best interest. So what the angels are going to show me is around you to help you move through wherever you are in life, and that's going to be supported by your loved ones who are going to come through. So on this forum, I have people call in to ask a question like whether they're going through something, maybe it's a job change, or maybe they just simply say, can the angels kind of clear the path, like here's my specific question of what I'm working on. That's why I say, or they want to hear from a specific loved one. So that way I just take a name and then I connect. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does. Okay. All right. Well, let me. I'm sort of torn between. I don't want to be greedy and ask too much.
No, you're not greedy.
I'll ask if there's anything from my mom, who's been gone for.
Just give me her first name is all I need.
Her first name is Rita, Rita.
Thank you. And have you lived in Glastonbury all your life?
No, but I have lived here for some time, about 22 years.
I kind of feel like it seems like a lifetime. And your mom has this like really chipper voice. She's like really, how do I say it? She just seems like she actually talks a little loud and a little fast. Okay? Do you understand?
Yeah, it's weird. I have a terrible memory, and she's been gone for 3+ years, and she sort of evolved over life as we all do.
Yep.
But I don't recall her as really talking all that fast or loud, unless if she was yelling at me, of course.
She just, whether it's maybe it's her excitement about coming through. She also shows me like being with dark hair or darker hair, and she's showing me a little tall. Thin. She wants me to say that she's tall and thin. She's very funny about she's being very specific about the looks.
Yeah, she was always thin.
Yep. She's just
average height probably looked tall because she was always thin and she did have dark hair.
So it's just a way of her confirming that this is her. So that's why she was saying with her voice, like they'll give me bits and pieces to say, share this and let them know this is who I am. So I feel like the Glastonbury has been like the lifetime. So if that means raising your children, like you've lived there a long time.
Yes, I have. She
Yeah.
didn't live there.
No,
but
no.
I have lived here.
But that's her way of showing me that you've stayed there long time, lifetime, meaning like you've raised children. It's like home base.
Yes,
Okay.
that is true.
Okay. And the water view?
The water view.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see. There's actually a small lake that's near my house that I can see when the trees are, when the leaves are down.
Right.
There's a smallish lake near my house where I live. Yeah.
She's smiling, and then she's showing me small pocketbooks. Is this like a collection of small pocketbooks? Or she had several, or she's like, I feel like there's a lot in small pocketbooks.
That sounds more like my mother-in-law, who I have a couple of her small pocketbooks.
Okay.
She passed away quite a while ago. But,
What's her name?
No, my mother wasn't big on like high fashion or collecting a lot of pocketbooks. That's actually, I do have a couple of those, but they're my mother-in-law.
What's your mother-in-law's name?
Helen.
Helen, thank you. And was Helen the smoker? I have like I have like a raspy voice, and I feel like my throat is actually really sore. And really dry.
How weird is that?
Yep, that's what she's showing me.
I believe, and I felt her presence very strong, since she left.
Yep, and
was,
she's all over, and she's all over the heart. I have pressure over my heart, so that can mean the left side, heart, lung, breast. It's all on that side. That's what she's showing me.
She died of lung cancer.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Yep.
And they're like so happy to talk to you. Like your mom's happy, and I just feel like they're just happy to be able to have communication with you. Looking out at the birds, looking at the window, and talking to them, and they're saying that we're listening. Yeah. Do you understand that? The birds and the birds out the window.
That's yep.
Yep.
I'm looking out the window now.
There.
It's very cool. I mean, I feel their presence a lot, and I try, like I say, I'm very interested, but I don't want too much knowledge. I think too much knowledge might just distract me or scare. So, but I like to just get the sensation, and I have had the sensation that both of them are present at times, and it's very comforting.
It is comforting, and that's why I say I don't do predictions, because free will is involved. God says that He gives us free will so we can have this life and live and really enjoy it. But if we have a look into the future, it can be dangerous. It can trip us up and mess us up, and that can create anxiety, and that's not what God wants for us. He wants us to live in love. So guidelines, like, what are you doing right now? That's the messages that I share. What's going on right now? How can you stay on your path or evolve? What are the things you can do right now and to empower yourself? Yeah. Beautiful.
Right. And I think that's a very good way of doing what you do, because there's people who might sort of prey on the desire of people to have predictions, and things and that is a very dangerous territory, and you can create self-fulfilling prophecies, and that is dangerous territory. So I like your approach a lot, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate that too. Thank you so much for calling in. It was lovely to chat with you.
My pleasure, and I'm so thankful to KJ for suggesting it, and I think it's really exciting, the show that you do and all the work that they're doing at the radio station, and I look forward to seeing you in person.
Yeah.
And,
come on down. I'm going to do a live event on May 12th at the studio.
Yeah, there's lots of exciting stuff coming up, and so I'm going to be coming up there and doing some more work with Kathy, and hopefully running in. Well, and thank you for taking the time to feel the sense what's going on, and talking to Rita and Helen.
Yeah.
And tell them I said hi.
You can tell them. They're like right there. They jump right in.
I do. I talk to the ceiling all the time. I know they're not in the ceiling, but
they're not in the ceiling, right? They're everywhere. All right. Have a great night, Joanna.
You too. Bye-bye.
So I actually wanted to say to my listeners, go on and join my email list. Go right to geniestreet.com and sign up for my email list. There's actually a free download when you do. You can download a psychic how-to guide, which is basically how to clear energy. Goes along perfect with what we're talking about tonight. And then you'll be in the know and you'll connect. And I do some more videos through my email. And I also do more giving there. So I'm all about like sharing and really empowering people to stand in their own light and connect with the divine. Really amazing stuff. So before we kind of took that break, I was saying, I'm going to repeat Marianne's thing, what she said. Marianne wrote in the group, what the hell is a chakra? So I'm going to repeat that again because we were talking about the root chakra. What are chakras and why? Why do you care? Why do you care? So our chakras are energy centers. You can call them energy centers. You can call them divine connection centers. You can call them late for dinner, but call them something, because they're important. These are our connections to God. Clearing these centers allows us to really understand and feel God even at a bigger, more energetic tone than when we don't pay attention to them. When we feel off-centered, when we're not sure if we're picking up other people's energy, we always have to start at base one, which is understanding ourselves. If we don't do that work and we jump ahead, we're going to fall. It's like we have to use the right foundation to move forward, right? We can't be half-assed at this. We got to take time and clear the foundation. So understand your body, understand the senses. Go into that root chakra, take your time, do that breath that we talk about over and over again, where you breathe in through your nose to the count of 5, bringing it all the way within your body, holding it, and then releasing it to the count of 5 with real control. When you can get that breath up to a count of 10, even better. But do it slowly so you can really start to expand your lungs, expanding your whole body. So when we do this, we also become expansive when we hold the breath. We learn to get out of our shallow breathing in our chest. You know what I'm talking about over there, Casey, don't you? That shallow breath?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, we all do this because we're moving so quickly. We got to get the things done. We got to get to work. We got to go to the grocery store. We got to make dinner. We got to go to the mailbox. We got to mail our taxes. We got to do. Kathy's probably upstairs going to text me because I'm swearing way too much tonight. I have trash mouth tonight. I'm really sorry about that. So,
on the podcast, I replaced the swear words with an owl hooting.
Oh, nice. I haven't really sworn in a while. Tonight I'm on fire with it. I don't know what's going on.
I'm watching. I'm writing it down.
Yeah, you're timing it and everything. Yeah. My throat is all dry from talking to her Helen, who had the smoker throat. I got to get rid of that. We talked about that last week when Spirit will use my body to impress feelings and images, and we talk about that as being an empath. What does that mean? And understanding if you are an empath, you're taking on other people's energy, and it can be really a living heck for people. They can really drain because they keep taking on other people's energy and they don't know how to clear themselves. So where do you start, right? You can do a clearing. You can download my guide off my website, do a house clearing, but also start within. Like I'm saying, start with your breathing, start with your chakras, and then do your meditation that we talked about last week, which is understanding your senses, and Nancy Drewing it. Get the paper out and start writing it down. All right, so the next chakra, we got the root chakra, base of the spine, and the soles of our feet. This is our connection to our life, to who we are, and why we are here, right? When we open these up, it starts to make more sense. The next one is our sacral. This is our male-female energy. It really is the sassiness, that sauciness of who we are is in that sacral. This resonates to the color orange and is can really get jammed up from a lower vibration of what we think we are. When we talk crap about ourselves, when we are beating ourselves up over and over again, when we look in the mirror and say nasty things to ourselves, that sacral really becomes blocked. Hearing those tones also in childhood get stuck there as well. So paying attention and learning to start to decipher, those truths of, maybe you were told over and over again that you were funny looking, or you would never fit in with anybody else. The sacral will close down. So understanding that those were deceptions, those aren't the truth, those aren't who you are, and then really paying attention and opening that up. So also lower back pain can be associated with both the root and the sacral being blocked off. So in the hips especially is root. So then we move up the spine just a little bit, that's going to be sacral. So all those lower organs, intestines, just irritable bowel, all that stuff in there, IBS can all be caused from having that sacral not being open. How do I know these things? Because angels don't lie. That's it, right? That's how they teach me over and over again. So it is studying, learning, reading a lot, but then really listening and surrendering to the angels and saying, is this true? Understanding, and then having them show me the path is how I've learned.
I have to say, what the hell is a sacral?
The sacral is a chakra.
Right, but is it a part of your body?
Yes, it's located right by your belly button, like behind your belly button. That's the sacral chakra.
How is it spelled?
SACRAL, sacral.
All right, that's a new one on me.
That's a new one. You didn't get to that section in the book, did you?
No.
And I break this down in my book, and you can buy my book right on my website. But the book is amazing. Like time and time again, you'll go back through it. I had a reading with one of our listeners this week. Hello, Janine, and she gets it, right? She's gotten on, and she's kind of in I don't know what chapter she is, but during the reading, I had to bring her back to the second chapter. We had to go back to the self-love, because things arise as you start clearing, and then you have to kind of go back and go, oh, right, I'm not self-loving. I'm not implementing that. I forgot. So that's why you get to go back. It's amazing, the journey. So time and time again, it will help you to get through each of the chapters, each step. It's amazing. It layers. So we got to the sacral, right by the belly button. We know this is female, male sexuality. This is the lower organs. Did you get all that? Got any questions? Marianne, you got any questions? So sacral, we're not open and being really ourselves. The next one is our solar plexus, which is located, under the rib cage, the solar plexus. This resonates the color yellow. This is our gut, right? The gut, the truth. This is intuition. So when we're really truthful about who we are, and that sacral's open, and we have that sauciness of who we are, and we understand it, the power comes from that sacral, and we can stand really tall, and we can shine. We can shine through our voice, because when the solar plexus is open, the voice opens and works with it. When we are not empowered, the voice closes down, and we start to speak not our truth. We start to walk away from the core of who we are, because we don't understand. So you see why it's important.
Very important.
Very important. Do you get it? Or are you just saying that?
No, I do get it.
So let me know if I'm not making sense. It's big concepts, right?
Yes, they are big concepts.
Right. Do you understand why you need to care?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Because, you can, like you say, even something from your childhood can be stuck in there, and you can keep almost reliving that through your own actions.
And over again. You don't realize it. And a lot of people will say, well, I'm not going to go back. I don't want to go over my childhood. I've let go of that, or I don't want to look at it again. But those are where the false truths come from. That's where Shmigo, that fear-based thought, comes from, and that lie that he told you that you were those things. That lie that said, that told me that I was unlovable. That was mine. It was not a truth. This is not truth. I was not unlovable.
Have you heard of Bob Proctor?
No. But he sounds scary.
He's a motivational speaker. He's really a good guy. But he talks about I think it's pronounced paradigm.
Yep.
and it's basically the filter, and it's kind of like you're talking about.
Yeah.
As a feeling or words come to you and go through your filter in your body,
call them what you want,
and then how you react to them is
it's that fear
in your body, right?
So it's that fear thing, right? It's we don't realize that we're addicted to it, so we'll even turn away and say, I'm not going to go back, I'm not that. But then you see that truth coming through, that negativity that you hold on to, that you kind of form your relationships off of. Well, I'm not lovable, so therefore nobody is going to understand me. Well, that is a falsehood. So you have to go back and kind of undo that. And sometimes it is about relooking, not blaming, not being a victim of your life, but really owning your owning where you let that fear come in so you can move past it. Yeah, really amazing stuff.
Yes.
All right, so we're on the solar plexus, right? We understand solar plexus. This is your intuition. This is that spot you want to be open. Of all chakras, we want to know our intuition. We want to know. Then is our heart center. Heart center is where that God spark lives within each and every single human being. And some people have the gift of seeing other people's God spark, and so they see them at their highest and best good. This has always been my gift, where I've always been able to see people at their highest and best good. And as a kid, being able to do this, it's where my parents thought that I didn't have good judgment, because I would see somebody at the highest and best good, and they probably weren't the best type of person for me to hang around with, but I didn't understand because I saw that God spark. So I see that with each person that I see, each client, I always see their spark, and that's why I know there's hope, and I know everybody deserves a second chance, and everybody has the ability to heal themselves. They have the ability to be great. We all do, because we're equal, but our less than feelings keep us hidden. So the God spark, the center of the heart, is our ability to give and receive love freely. Giving it and receiving it equally, because if it's not equal and we're overgiving, and women, what I'm talking about the overgiving, right? Oh, we got to give. I'm going to go get my girlfriend's kids, and I'm going to make them dinner, and I'm going to go do this, and blah, 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 blah. Well, you know what? You're going to deplete yourself, and you're going to fall, and you're going to crash, and it's not going to be fun. So we want to be able to receive. We want to hug our children and really feel that love coming in. We want to take time and let people do for us, because by saying yes and letting them do for us, we're receiving, and we're giving the opportunity for them to give. By not allowing people to give to us, we're blocking. So don't be the blocker. Okay. Next is the throat. The throat chakra is where we have that clear ability to speak our truths. When this is off, we're speaking not our truth. We're speaking, it could be other people's truths. It could be lies. It could be just chatter. So those truths are really important, connecting to our solar plexus, like we talked earlier, and marrying it with the love so that kindness comes out instead of judgments, anger, fear, and chatter. So that's why the most important thing in the book, the number one step, is to quiet your mind, because you quiet your mind and you quiet your chatter, right? Shh, shut your lips. So that's all about the throat. When the throat is off, we get neck issues, we get thyroid issues, we get throat issues, we get esophagus issues. When the heart is closed, we get lung issues and breast issues and just blood issues. We get a lot of stuff. Again, back pain can be associated with both heart and throat being off, shoulder pain, arm pain, big deals. The next chakra up is in the center of the forehead. This is called the third eye chakra. The third eye is our clear sight, to being able to see truths. So when we're closed down to truths, we won't see. It also allows us to see intuitively the truth. So almost like a psychic view. Opening up our third eye is allowing us to see the God light. So it's a beautiful thing. This gets closed down by a lack of connecting to the divine, a lack of not being spiritually connected, and also spending a lot of time in judgments and anger. And so we get a lot of headaches, sinus issues, different issues around the head. And the crown of the head, which is the crown chakra, is our opening to the divine. When this is open fully, the divine can work and be with us, and we can feel really aligned to our highest soul self. This is how we make that connection. So when we open this, it's not a religion, it's about inviting God in. We allow that love to shine and run through us, and then out of all these chakra centers. And it helps us to align with our path. Our path then gets illuminated. Our truths are illuminated. Our passions are illuminated. Our gifts are illuminated. And our talents are enhanced. So if you're, for instance, saying, I don't have any talents, I'm not good at anything. Well, guess what? You better take time and go to a meditation. Take time to invite love in, because everybody has talents. Every single one of us. And you're just not self-loving. That's why you can't see it. So the reasons the chakra in the head, the crown chakra, will close down is our fears about religion, our fears about God, our fears about, what is truth and what is not, being overly logical and not having that balance of spiritual connection. So they call that the left brain, right brain, right? The left brain is being logical and the right brain is spiritual. So we want them to be equal, of equal measure. And this makes for a divine connection. Amazing stuff, right? So with each chakra, you can take time to breathe in, open one chakra at a time, understand the feeling you're getting there, write that feeling down, and then go through your senses of what it looks like, what it feels like, what it tastes like, what it sounds like. And that will help you to decipher if it has energy stuck in it. Just maybe the color being off. The red in the root, if it's muddied up, it's blocked, it's closed. If you're a seer, if you see energy. Yeah.
I used to get, it hasn't happened recently, but I think it's because I've had some personal changes for the better over the last few years.
Yep.
But I used to get hives, right in my forehead.
Right.
But I'm trying to reflect back when it was happening, it just seemed like I've released a lot of anger in my life and all that. So
right.
Maybe it just doesn't happen like it used to.
Right, exactly, because we healed something. And sometimes we don't even need to be conscious of what we're healing. It's just a matter of being a willing participant to move on and then open up, right? And have that a little bit of surrender, right? What's that surrender?
Absolutely, yes.
What's that surrender for you? Because I think it's important for people to understand what that means. What does it mean, surrender?
Well, I think the one thing was surrendering, owning your position and always having your position, trying to prove your position. I think that was one of my biggest...
Proving who, like your position in life?
Oh, not so much, to another person, particularly my wife. I had, instead of trying to agree with, or, try to figure out what the problem is between us, I'm trying to show what my position is.
Defending.
Yes. Yes.
Defending. But
thinking that I'm doing the right thing, but it's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that also has to do with our sacral not being really owning who you are, marinating with your own uniqueness, right? And then you can't speak it.
Right.
So you're not speaking your own truth. So it makes complete sense, right?
Yeah. So I had the big lesson. I learned that big lesson.
Yeah.
But, how come it takes 50 years?
Well, some people it doesn't take 50 years. That's
right.
That's the amazing thing. There are people that get it much earlier on. But our lessons are really unique. Each person has these lessons to learn and a pathway to move back to God, right? And have that surrender. We're unique, right? We're unique. So there's no right or wrong time. It's just when the soul is ready to say, okay, I'm ready, I'm willing, right?
Right.
And that's what I love the he's on the line. We got a call on the line. I love that when I get messages and I share them and I empower people and say, this is divine information. God is sending this down for you. It is your choice, your free will to choose to follow the guidance or not. Right? It's beautiful. It's medicine.
All right, let's pop up Billy Mo.
Billy's on the line.
Hi there. I figured the tall guy had to call in.
Hello, tall guy. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How about you?
Oh, tall one. I'm doing good.
6'3". It's not that tall. It's tall enough, but it's not that tall.
Okay. He's just tall enough, ladies. How can I help?
So, I have a little callback to you from a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
In that, I gave a tour of the Harden house today, and very strong feelings for Mrs. Harden again.
Okay.
And we have our investigation is coming up this weekend. So I figured I would check with you too, and see if there was something she was trying to convey, to visit, and some other new pictures I found this week as well.
Oh, good. What do you mean investigation?
There's
Is this the team you talked about coming through the house?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
She's just all up in it. It's like she's so busy. Like I feel like she's preparing on the other side. Like I feel like that's what she did in life. So she's totally like preparing and getting ready, and like just I feel like she's energetically moving things around, and she's I feel like because she knows this is big growth, she's trying to she's doing housework, like cleaning house, so to speak, like making it. Do you understand?
It's sort of, yeah.
Okay.
They had people for that too, but she always liked to do all that stuff herself as well.
That's what she's showing me, like busy behind the scenes, doing stuff, cleaning up energy, like, shifting things and moving things around. Like she's just feeling like that's her part. Like she's so excited about all this energy that's going on and people connecting with her. And she feels like she's going to be interviewed. So she wants to like present herself the best. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And I found some pictures this week of her as well.
Okay. I'm not surprised.
That we hadn't had before.
Yeah. Because she's moving stuff. Mm-hmm. She's cleaning up the energy. She's getting ready. She's excited. So I'm not surprised you found stuff.
Okay. It's been her, and I've been getting another. Today's one of those days where a name keeps coming up over and over and over again.
Ooh, what's the name?
And I was as a sign, Lauren.
Okay. Is Lauren on the other side?
Yes.
How is she connected to you?
We were friends.
Okay, because she's connected to you, not to Mrs. Harding.
Not to Mrs. Harden, but she was in the park quite a bit.
Okay.
Always in the park.
Because she's surrounding you, she says.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay. Did you have a love interest with her?
No. We were just good friends.
What's in the heart? Is she's like, I'm trying to understand what she's showing me. I feel like a love connection, and it's in the heart. Like that's why I say it that way. Did you just love each other?
There's a
love connect. She's saying
She always said whenever we parted, she would always say, "I love you," and kiss on the cheek. And
that's what.
And we're actually planning an event for her that's going to be called Love for Lauren too. So
there it is. Thank you. The love connection she's showing me. That's. I mean, come on. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Like I feel like she's beyond thrilled. That's what she's saying. She feels like, was she far away when she passed?
No.
Why is she far away? Is this in time? Like, has it been a long time? Why she's showing me far away? She's saying like far away.
Very short time frame.
She's just passed?
Months. I think it's 3 months or so.
Okay. I'm not understanding what she's saying with far away, because she's like a little far away, and so I'm not understanding why she's showing me that. Okay. Had she removed herself?
Yes.
From a circle? Thank you. Okay. And she took her life?
Yes.
She's actually really emotional about this, and she knows it's being broadcast, but she wants people to hear that it was her choice. She took her life. She wants to take that responsibility. I feel like there's some questioning about it. I don't know, because I feel like it was an overdose.
No.
So what is the OD for her?
I don't know.
She keeps saying it, so I'm not sure why she keeps saying it. Was she on a lot of medication?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand why she's showing me that feeling of being overdosed. It's a very specific feeling I get, and I feel really dizzy and lightheaded, and toxic. And that can be brought on by, it can be brought on by drugs, medication, drinking, a lot of alcohol. And I just feel like, especially in my head, I feel really dizzy. That's what she's showing me.
Okay.
I do feel like there's a lot of blame going on. There's some tornadoes.
No.
Some tornadoes of energy.
A lot of why.
What's that?
She's very missed by a lot of people. So
yes.
It's more of a why.
Okay. Even my lips are getting all tingly now, which is I feel like I'm not having enough oxygen.
Yes.
Okay. I'm asking her to show me in life just something about her so I can share it with you. I feel she wants me to say about the anxiety.
Okay.
Okay. I need to feel like she's saying bedridden, and I don't know if this is the anxiety that made her bedridden at times, but she would hide in her bed.
Okay.
And she's showing me the color red as being like a signature color around her. Red, like red bike, red, just like red things, red. Do you understand that?
I don't. Doesn't mean I won't, but I don't.
Yeah, that's okay. Billy, do you have a specific question you'd like to ask Lauren?
I don't know anything specific. I mean, I've felt her around in the last, more so today. Her name came up multiple times, and that she's. I know the park was a really important place for her as well. So we're working on something for her.
And I think that's why she's coming around. She's grateful, grateful to be honored and remembered, and yeah, I'd like to do this a little more in person with you, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because there's some things that she's showing me, and I feel like it's better if we do it in person because I don't want to keep going back and forth. If that's okay.
Understood. Yeah.
Okay.
It just seemed like today was a big Lauren day.
Yeah, and and it's interesting because I don't really feel like these two coming through they're not connected, but they're showing you that you have a connection, and that this is an interesting side of you, right? And another confirmation of what they showed about how big your heart is and how much you give and how much you love on a very deep level, which is important. and now that you're going to be giving to her, she knows it's in the works, it's energetic. So she's coming through, and you hear her name, you feel her presence, because she's honored by that. And the same with Mrs. Harding. Am I saying that right? Hardin? She's also
Hardin, yes.
Mrs. Hardin. She's gonna fix up the house, and you're gonna find the pictures, and she's gonna move stuff around energetically, because she's ecstatic. You know that people are talking about her, and energy is it's evolving. You know, and the park is aspiring into a new park. That's what she's saying. Like, it's gonna be new. It's gonna be the same park, but it's gonna be new. So that's very exciting. Yeah. And when that's your life's work, I mean, it's beautiful.
We found a beautiful picture, and I shared it with KJ earlier. I'm sure she can share it with you. We found a picture of Mrs. Hardin at the pool. With such a big smile.
Nice. How beautiful.
It's a beautiful picture.
And isn't it so nice
that was part of
that you're honoring that? Like, you have no idea how important that is. Really, I'm going to tell you, like, you honoring these souls and even saying that on air and talking out loud about the pictures and her being beautiful and continuing that energy, it's beautiful. That's beautiful medicine.
I had to share it with Kurt, who's our connection, who grew up here. And
right.
I shared the picture, and he told me he was in the background of the picture. He was so happy because wherever she was, he was. So he's so excited that he's coming this weekend to try to reach out to her as well.
Nice. Beautiful. Well, I send you with the best of love and the angels, and I know it'll be amazing.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a great night. Thanks for calling in, too.
Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
You bet.
Oh, there you go. Wow. Great night. Great night. So we talked about a lot of stuff here.
A lot of energy tonight.
A lot of energy, right? A lot of energy. My chest is so heavy. I gotta disconnect from that. So I want to leave you with, a little empowerment that, you have the power. You've always had the power within to have your life be exactly what you've always dreamed it could be. It's just taking this time to slow down, find out what the energy is telling you, what you're feeling, and dissect it. You have this one life, so why not understand yourself on a much deeper level? So that is what I have for you this week, and I look forward to next week. I'm going to have a little guest call in, so we'll be having a little guest, and we'll be talking about the Soulful Saturday a little bit more, and answering your questions, and getting into it a little bit more. So if you have questions over the week, you can send them to me at jeannie@jeanniestreet.com, and I'll see you next week. And remember, I know what I know, because angels don't lie. Thanks again for tuning in on KGB Radio.